MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Max Fried is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping up is Jerome Driscoll. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Dodgers, the third baseman, Jerome Driscoll.
Now the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
First pitch, 707.
Late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Here comes the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Ozuna looks up. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
I thought the leadoff hitter is supposed to set the table for the guys behind him. Not the case with that swing of the bat right now. Game's changed, fellas. Get ready for a good one.
That brings up Wander Franco. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Now the 2-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Throw over to the bag. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
This one is launched. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Mancini, a native Floridian. He was an 8th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Three runs already home here. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Grounded to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Braves nothing. Walker Buehler will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's not a very big guy, barely over 6 foot, but boy, he carries a big arm. Really live fastball, 95 to 96 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball. His changeup has gotten better, and he's a big game pitcher. If Walker Buehler is throwing strikes, it's nearly impossible to string an inning to get 3 or 4 hits off this guy.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He has 9 base hits in 23 at-bats. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
One out, nobody on. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the center fielder.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. He's set and the pitch. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. Acuna is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Stepping in for the Braves, Austin Riley. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Ozuna over at second. Acuna at first. 2 out in the inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball. lofted in the air out toward right center. Albies onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
The batter will be Gavin Lux, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's quickly 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box now, Walker Buehler. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt for a ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. Here comes the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So here is Orlando Arcia.
For the Braves, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting 7. The catcher.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
So now to the plate, Zach Collins, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. One out, nobody on. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, placing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
At the plate now, Kevin Green, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two. Green, a 5'8" switch hitter. This is his first year at the big league level. Now the 2-0 home. High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Runner at second here with one man out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number two.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Max Fried, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. One and one.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
The 1-1 home is strike two swinging.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Game two coverage rolls on after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Jerome Driscoll.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
The windup and the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Wander Franco. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. The pitch. This is on the ground over to first. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. First offering on its way.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 3-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies.
For the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2 balls and a strike now. All even now, 2-2. Pitch on the way.
Okay.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. From the stretch. Now the 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. And stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He collected a base hit his first time up. From the stretch, Albies is on the move. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Albies leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. 1-2, here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, guys, one of the best shortstops in the game, but he's going to tell you right there, he had to take the extra step. There's a little bit of a fumble in that glove, forced him to have to gather himself, and it cost him.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the series. And the Braves have drawn even now. It's 3-3.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
At the plate, Austin Riley. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
The 3-1. 3-2 now. And it's fouled away. There's ball 4.
The catcher.
Digging in next, Zach Collins. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 delivery. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 3 full. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncy. First offering.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Nope. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
So here's Trey Mancini as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0. Hits are now even. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fouled off.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. In now, Travis d'Arnaud as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Albies scoops it up, and there's 1 down now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Next, it'll be Gavin Lux, struck out in his first at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Now batting, the pitcher, Walker Buehler.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher. Walker Buehler flew out in his only at-bat so far. First offering on its way. Hit in the air out to left. On the move is Ozuna. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Dodgers out in front, 5-3. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Tony Gonsolin, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Tony Gonsolin.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Kevin Green as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
To the plate now, Max Fried, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Slow grounder to first. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. In his career against this pitcher, he's 0 for 7. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
Playing 12, 1-2 to count.
Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Jerome Driscoll. First offering.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 1-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Sean Newcomb takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 15, Sean Newcomb.
So now to the plate, Wander Franco, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1. Driscoll aboard here at first with nobody out. Inside and low, 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulled high in the air out to left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger. He had that 2-run home run back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. As a look, now the pitch.
Inside.
Here comes the 1-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. He is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Once again, a 3-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here's the 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2-2 the count. A runner on first with 2 away.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1 left for LA, and it remains 5-3. Now it'll be Marcell Ozuna. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Marcell Ozuna.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Next up, Ronald Acuna. Lifetime versus this pitcher. 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch of the AB now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close. It's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark. So this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
First things first, here's a throw over. From the belt, the pitch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Runners on first with 1 down. Two and 0.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 3-0 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this kind of 5-hole is just as dangerous.
And now here is Austin Riley. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Acuna at second. Freeman at first. 1 gone. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next, here is Orlando Arcia. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Zach Collins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two out, bases loaded. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The set and the 2-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, right fielder, Kevin Green.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Kevin Green. The potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One and 0. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 1-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-1. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set. The 3-1. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch on its way. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Yolmer Sanchez called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. First pitch on its way. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are all tied 5-5. Edgar Alanis takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 11, Edgar Alanis.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next it'll be the outfielder, Trey Mancini. First pitch of the AB on its way. 1-0 count. Here it is. Fly ball out to right field. And the 6th inning opens with a fly out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Set and the pitch. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. And he popped him up. Coming on is Ozuna, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 now to Mookie.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Base hit into right center.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Travis d'Arnaud. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Betts stands at first with 1 out. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. That's how you roll it. 5-4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Brusdar Graterol enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Brusdar Graterol.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Now here's the pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
If he's going to dial up 2-0 changeups and have a good feel for it, this offense is going to have trouble breaking through against this guy.
And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. From the belt, kicks and deals. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Now into the box, Ronald Acuna. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 delivery. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Betts. Gone! A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His 2nd of the game, and they take a 7-5 lead.
Well, he's obviously very comfortable in the spotlight here. In the postseason, everything is amplified. Runs mean more, and every pitch counts, especially when you make a mistake as bad as this one. Missed his location, and he takes it out of here in a heartbeat.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
At the plate, Orlando Arcia. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Braves 8 and the Dodgers 5. Luke Jackson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 77, Luke Jackson.
Into the box, Gavin Lux. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Gavin Lux.
Here's the first pitch to him. 1-0. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the pitcher, Brusdar Graterol.
A.J. Pollock will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher
For
here.
Los Angeles, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will get foul for strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Albies picks it up. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Briscoe.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Jerome Driscoll singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
High. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a line drive. That gets down and the inning continues.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Wander Franco.
Into the box, Wander Franco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers leave 1. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Scott Alexander gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Number 75, Scott Alexander.
Stepping in once again is Zach Collins. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh. And now the first pitch. Fouled away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Here it comes. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Kevin Green, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. The 1-0 delivery. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. The 1-1.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Popped him up. And there's out number two.
Now batting, the pitcher, Luke Jackson.
Johan Camargo gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with two out and the bases empty.
17, Johan Camargo.
Now the first pitch. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball. Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is Bellinger, and he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Will Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51, Will Smith.
Cody Bellinger will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Max Muncy's at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Bellinger on at first, nobody out. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Bellinger rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
To the plate now, Trey Mancini. Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
J.B. Wendelken is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 57, J.B. Wendelken.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Out of here. Back-to-back home runs, and they've taken the lead. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now a one-run ball game.
The batter, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
So now to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Four runs here in this half inning. Lifted down the line in left. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Another 1-2 delivery. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here now the 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next will be Gavin Lux. From the stretch, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Darno ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Number 33, AJ.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Edwin Rios will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Edwin Rios.
Now the first pitch. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. The 1-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Jerome Driscoll, 3 for 4 so far in this one. First offering on its way. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Still only one out in the inning. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Wander Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2 count and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 10-8. Tommy Canely is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Tommy Canely.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch.
Ozzie Albies.
Now here's the first offering. Canely is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Next to hit is Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Franco onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Now here's the first offering.
Ball.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Braves. Can't cut into a 10-8 deficit. Tyler Matzek enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
At the plate, Max Muncy, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. His prior history versus this arm, he's 0 for 4. The 1-0 home. Bellinger gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there's ball 2 now. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-1 home. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Collins has got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini will stand in again as we take it back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. The 2-run shot that helped get us to where we are now. Matzek comes set. Here's the first pitch.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder. From the stretch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? he hits a bomb. And as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark. But a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
The 1-0. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. Nero, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
Chris Martin enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Now batting, the catcher.
Standing in now, Travis d'Arnaud. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Ozuna is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
So the next to bat will be Gavin Lux. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. The Dodgers lead it 13-8. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Joe Kelly will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Austin Barnes is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Freddie Freeman is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Here it comes. Down and in. Not hard to lay off that one, and it's 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
The 3-2 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Third baseman, Austin.
Up next, Austin Riley blasted a solo homer last time up.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Now here's the first offering. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. And it's fouled away. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia, as he'll take a look at ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 1-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Bellinger is there, and there are 2 men gone now. We saw a remarkable running catch there. Definitely worth another look with Showtrack. The route and top speed were great, but it's the distance covered that was really something to marvel at. Certainly one of the better grabs on the run you'll see for a long time. Corey Knebel will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. To the plate now, Zach Collins, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over.
Well, the baseball purists certainly wouldn't love a game like this one with tons of offense, but you certainly can't complain about the lack of action. Pretty impressive showing for both of these teams up there swinging the bats.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. 13-8, the final score in this one. The Dodgers have evened up this series in one game apiece. Scott Alexander pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.